Okay, so they've shown footage, it's been leaked everywhere, it's pretty easy to find, of a scene from the Suicide Squad, of a very slowed down car chase scene. So of course they'll speed up the footage for the movie, of Joker being chased by Batfleck, and the more militarized, heavily armored, guns on it, Batmobile. So Batman will at least have a small portion of the Suicide Squad movie. It does lean more and more like they're doing the Assault on Arkham sort of storyline. They did a animated version of it, which was really good. And if they went with that animated version and made it live action, that could be a fantastic way to get the Suicide Squad into it. So, hype train for it, going pretty well. Ironically, there seems to be almost a little more hype for that film than there is for Superman vs. Batman. Seems really weird. There's just the right amount of leaks, just the right amount of, here's how the characters look, just the right amount of, little tidbit here, goes away for a little bit, little tidbit here. People don't seem to be complaining as much. So now Superman vs. Batman, I believe this came from Latino Review, which ironically is pretty good when it comes to comic books. Doomsday will at least have some sort of portion in Superman vs. Batman Dawn of Justice. Now, people already complain, well, it's going to be too many characters. You're going to have Alfred, you're going to have Batman, you're going to have Lex Luthor, you're going to have Superman, you're going to have Aquaman, Cyborg, Wonder Woman, potentially maybe one or two other small cameo part characters, and now Doomsday. So you're getting really close to the point where you're going to have almost like 10 relatively different characters, and the majority of them being new characters. There is a nice benefit. Thanks to the Nolan movies, the ideas of Batman and Alfred don't take that much time to really work through. I mean, they're pretty well established. Lex Luthor, again, pretty well established character. You're looking at bald businessman. Yeah, it's a pretty easy character to get across. Cyborg, if he stays Victor Stone and they do, essentially the first run from Jeff Johns' most recent Justice League run, if they go that direction, where he's Victor Stone and he gets severely injured, thus becoming Cyborg, it's easier to do. Wonder Woman, they're going to need to find a way to either bring in Themyscira and have there be an emissary. So they're going to need to do, that character's going to require a decent amount of overall screen time to make any actual sense. So we're looking a little bit more beyond just a hello and then run off screen. Aquaman, same sort of deal. These characters are going to need somewhere in between, I'll use Age of Ultron, somewhere in between like Vision development and the Twins development. There's going to be some sort of medium between the two. You can't just have them show up in like the last 10 minutes of the film. That's going to lead to a lot of difficulty as the film goes forward. As the franchise goes forward, I should say. So, Suicide Squad, Batman in it, seems good, makes sense. Affleck's still in shape. They've got a Batmobile probably sitting around pretty close by. Shoot a couple of scenes, done. That could be your linchpin between those two movies. Putting Doomsday in there, Superman vs. Batman. I would love if they were to end it with. They've mentioned that it might be using Zod's body, so it'll be the more recent version, not the old school version where he was created by Kryptonian scientists to become living evolution, but instead it's like a prehistoric version of a Kryptonian. So there's a Doomsday gene inherent inside the Kryptonian that Lex Luthor or whoever will have to essentially elicit, bring out to create the monster. If they do that as like a subplot and end the film, you could show the Doomsday creature like in the background, and then as a post-credit scene, I know Nolan has said no to these, but if your post-credit scene where you just be showing the credits and hear like the doom, 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 and it's a louder and louder, like pounding sound, and then if you were to end it with like the Doomsday fist kind of like smashing through whatever container he's in, that could work well enough as your lead into the Justice League is going to need to form, because what's going to happen is Doomsday is going to be on a rampage. He's going to whoop the daylights out of Superman. And you're going to need to essentially either coalesce a team because Superman has been defeated, and you need to stop this monster, or Superman is going to hold his own against this creature. But be killed in the process, at which point, in order to maintain world peace, you're going to need Justice League to kind of fill in the role of Superman. So either way, those could actually kind of work. Just don't try to shoehorn Doomsday in like midway through the movie. Then it's going to get way too complicated, way too fast.